Hey everyone, today we're going to look at simplifying these rational expressions and identifying all non-permissible values. So first of all non-permissible values come from where our denominator could be equal to 0. So for A, I'll make a column just for the non-permissible values. We can't have our denominator be 0. That means that x squared minus 9 cannot be equal to 0, right? X squared minus 9 is a difference of squares. And so we can factor it as x plus 3 times x minus 3, and that can't be equal to 0. And what that means is that x can't be equal to negative 3, nor can it be equal to positive 3. Okay. Likewise for down here, we have NPVs. We can have the denominator, x squared plus 6x plus 9. You'll notice that that's actually x plus 3 all squared. So that means that we can't have x plus 3 all squared equal to 0. And that means that x cannot be equal to negative 3, okay? So for simplifying this expression, let's expand the numerator and then group again and simplify. So x plus 2 all squared is x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus x minus 2, because we're subtracting everything inside the brackets, minus 20, all over, I'm going to factor our denominator, like so. Okay. And now we can group like terms in the numerator. So we have x squared plus 4x minus x means plus 3x, plus 4 minus 2 minus 20 means minus 18, all over x plus 3 times x minus 3. And I'll bring that over here. Now, that numerator, x squared plus 3x minus 18, we can factor that. And that is x plus 6 times x minus 3, again, over x plus 3 times x minus 3, right? And now you'll notice that the factors of x minus 3 can cancel out, and so we can simplify this entire expression to x plus 6 over x plus 3. Again, the non-permissible values need to be taken from the original expression, right? And so we still can't have x be negative 3, nor can it be equal to positive 3. But if we manipulate this algebraically, we can simplify our expression down to this more convenient form, okay? And now looking for the same kind of strategy in part B, let's expand the numerator. So we'll have 4 times, one thing that comes to mind is this is a difference of squares in the numerator, because 4 is really the same as 2 squared. So this is really the same thing as let's write it like this. We could write this as 2 all of that squared, right? Because the square would hit the 2 to make 4, and the square would hit this the way that it was originally. And now we have a difference of squares, right? And a difference of squares means we can factor it as the square root of the first part, plus and minus the square root of the second part. And so we'll have 2 times x squared minus 9 plus x plus 3 in one bracket. And we'll have 2 times x squared minus 9 minus x plus 3 in another bracket, and then we can simplify that. And in the bottom, we again have our denominator. That's factorable as x plus 3 all squared, okay? Now, let's expand and simplify our numerator. So in this first big bracket, I'll make those squares so that it's easy to follow. 2 multiplies through, so we get 2x squared minus 18 plus x plus 3 times 2x squared minus 18 minus x minus 3, again subtracting that entire bracket. And this will be in square brackets, again, all over x plus 3 all squared, right? And let's keep going. So let's simplify both square brackets. We get 2x squared plus x minus 15, 2x squared plus x minus 15 times 2x squared minus x minus 21 all over x plus 3 all squared. And now we can factor these by decomposition. And this is going to become, again, we have to do decomposition on each one of the big brackets. 2x squared plus x minus 15. We look for two numbers that add to make positive 1, multiply to make 2 times negative 15 being negative 30. Those numbers are positive 6, negative 5. I'll skip the decomposition steps and I'll just factor immediately. So we will have 2x, and then we'll have minus 5, and then we'll have x plus 3, like so. And then the second part, the 2x squared minus x minus 21, we look for two numbers that add to make negative 1 and multiply to make negative 42. Those numbers are negative 7 and positive 6. And so we'll have 2x minus 7, and again, x plus 3, right? 2x squared plus 6x, and then minus 7x minus 21. Yep, that looks great. 2x squared. Yep, and now that's all over x plus 3 all squared. And we're just about done. And now these terms are all being multiplied, right? And so we get an x plus 3 factor that cancels out one of the x plus 3 factors in the bottom, and we get a second x plus 3 factor that cancels out the other x plus 3 factor in the bottom, right? X plus 3 squared means 2 factors of x plus 3, 2 factors of x plus 3. Those completely cancel out. And so we end up with no more than 2x minus 5 times 2x minus 7, like so. And that becomes 4x squared minus 14x minus 10x minus 24x plus 35. And there we have it. That's our simplified expression, again, with our non-permissible values stated and taken from the original form of the expression. So that was a lot, but I hope that helps, and thank you for watching.